scribble it off, and it gives me happy chemicals in my brain. So there's that. So I already did write down my to-do list, but after a little bit, after scribbling off so many things, it just starts getting a little messy, and that's something that I want to avoid, because if it's messy, then I want to avoid looking at it, and if I avoid looking at it, then it just doesn't get done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rewrite it. So the first things that I have to do is pay the DMV, pay the taxes on my vehicle, and along with paying DMV, I have to get my inspection done. And these are two items that are due towards the end of the month. And I know I said I make weekly to-do lists, and I do, but for financial deadlines, I put them on every list every single week just so that they are there. I put them in my Google Calendar. I do not want to run the risk of forgetting about them. So yes, even though they are due towards the end of the month, they're still going on the list every single week until I pay them off. And on top of paying the DMV and getting my inspection, I could also use an oil change. My partner and I are going on vacation soon, which I'm so excited about. It's been a while since I've just had an unplugged vacation. Yeah, I'm thrilled. So we're gonna be taking my car, and I just want to make sure everything's good to go. And good to go includes oil change. So that's my car stuff. And then on the topic of bills, I do have my student loan payment for this month. Again, that's due at the end of the month. For those of you with student loans, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm out of the loop on the student loan thing. I try to pay it, and that's it. I don't get my hopes up, thinking like, oh, it's my student loan is going to be dissolved or anything like that. Like, until that account is zero, I just go in and try to pay it. So, my student loan switched servicers, and during that transitional period, I didn't have to pay for either a month or two. They said it had some formal name, like an administrative something, I don't know, where they gave us a break for that time until everything got transferred over. Y'all, I checked my credit score. It lowered my score by 50 points. I don't know why. I don't know how, but it did. I wasn't a fan, to say the absolute least, but my credit score is back to where it should be. But I don't know how they could lower my credit score, because they said I didn't have to pay. I didn't pay, because I didn't have to. They said it's okay, just pay on time, you know, when we need your payment. And I did. I followed the rules. How are you still gonna lower my credit score? I don't know. That was irritating, but it's fine now. I moved past it. No, I haven't. I will bring it up to anybody who listens. Anyways, so the next thing on my list is, kind of the hopeful optimist in me, making a budget. I know I need a budget, and a budget tracker. Well, it's more of a budget tracker point that says mailbox loss, question mark. I want to get a new mailbox, because I don't like our current one. And that's it. I just want to get a new one, so I don't know if my county requires, like, a certain mailbox, or what, like, the dimensions of it, I want to make sure are okay and are according to any of, like, the codes in our county. But yeah, I don't know, that made me giggle. Mailbox loss, question mark. Alright. Go off, queen. Yes, and then for my PTO for the trip I'll be taking, I have to set up my calendar tomorrow and mark off the days that I'll be out of office so nobody tries to reach me and I'm not there. Maybe even set up an out of office message. I also have to update my voicemail, my work voicemail, so nobody tries calling me. Well, they're still gonna try calling me, but they'll know, hey, I'm not in office. What else do I want to do? I don't know, I'll leave it at that because already that's enough for my poor brain to handle tonight. Okay, I'm sure I will not info dump, but just transfer as much knowledge up here as I can onto my new to-do list, because if it's one thing things are gonna do, it's pop up. Things are happening all the time. Things are happening all the time. Bam. My to-do list's done until tomorrow. So thank you for joining me on this Spur of the Moment video. I really enjoy doing these. Just kind of a sit down and whisper, and it's just us chit-chatting and talking and just going with the flow of it. And again, I just want to thank every single one of you who watch my videos, who like my videos, who subscribe, for joining me on this ride. It has been so wonderful. It has been so exciting to explore my passion for ASMR, kind of taking the reins instead of just being a passive viewer, and being able to make content for you guys. So I hope you've been being really kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, make a to-do list if you're feeling crazy and ambitious. I promise it's a